All right, welcome
Okay.
back.
Thanks. Nice hat.
Feel like I just saw you here.
I know.
Today's Friday, the
6th.
6th. We did weather the storm pretty well
Yeah, I think
in the
so.
village, and I think a lot of that goes to the preparation, as we talked about yesterday, that everyone put in. And I know you're going to share some thanks, but we do have another storm coming next week. It's not the city council meeting. The city council meeting on Tuesday, the 10th, is actually, it's a good agenda. We've got a couple of items of interest. We're going to award some professional service agreements, contracts for library master plan, for design of our concrete streets. Of course, we've got a combination of asphalt streets, which is the black asphalt, and then concrete, which are a lot more expensive and harder to repair. And we're going to get a report on third Thursday in the farmers market from our amazing library director, Ashley Wright, and get a recommendation on third Thursdays for this current calendar year. And then really the biggest item on the agenda is our proposed amendment to our timeshare ordinance. So again, this is something the council's been talking about for a couple of months. This is something that was reviewed by the Planning Commission recently, and this will be first reading for a proposed ordinance change authored by one of our city attorneys.
That's right.
So,
And it's, timeshares are already prohibited in the city. This is an amendment to that code. It really goes at things like advertising of timeshares and things like that. So
it's a clarification.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's not really a big policy sea change or anything like that.
They've always been prohibited.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, so that should be Tuesday. But before that, we have Monday. We're out of order. Sorry.
It's okay.
We do have a big storm coming in on Monday as well. Over 2 inches of rain, so we will be prepared. We get the reprieve today.
Are we supposed to have all the wind like we did? Is it going to be a huge wind like we had this week as well?
What I've seen is not sustained, but the maximum wind of about 23 to 25 miles per hour midday on Monday, which is nice because everyone will be here. It'll be light out. We'll be able to react to things a lot more quickly if rather than in the dark of night when power lines and everything is down. So
not as windy, but the ground's going to be really saturated, which adds another layer of complexity there. So, yeah.
And the beach is a mess. So
you were just there this morning.
Yeah. I mean, at the foot of Del Mar, there's a sand cliff that's probably 8 feet tall. I have not seen erosion this significant in my 25 years. Once before in the 96, 97 storms where the beach was scoured, but it is really, the waves are running up with the storm surge all the way to the seawalls. The walls are not undermined, but they're certainly getting hit with waves. And that's something we need to pay close attention to on Monday with looking at tide charts to see when high tide is, and then watching the storm surge very, very closely.
Yeah. Well, and that's an opportunity to, sort of rehash our message too about, just staying safe out there. I think, the last couple of days we were telling people to just kind of stay away. And I just want to, clarify, we're not prohibiting people from going places unless there is a real reason. If there's like caution tape and stuff like that, you can't go in there, period. But
like the beach staircases are closed.
Yeah.
Please do not go past the barricades. They're closed for a reason. The reason is there's a 3-foot drop at the last step onto the beach because there's no sand.
But the other areas, like down at the Carmel Lagoon Beach, where if it's open, our message really is just be safe, be smart about it. If, we don't recommend people go out and be, looking and gawking at what's going on. But if you feel like you really have to, we don't recommend it, but just be safe, please. We don't want anybody to get swept away. Yeah,
my father loved that word, gawkers. So please be conscious. And, I think the real message that we were trying to share yesterday or the day before, whichever day it was, emergency crews are out. Please try to stay out of their way as well. And it's not just people with these wonderful hats on. It's also our tree crews, our private contracted tree crews who are doing some work. So please be conscious and be respectful that they're out there trying to make things safer as well.
Yep, and all those volunteers, which leads me to a big thank you. I think we both want to just share for the last few days. I mean, part of the reason we weathered the storm is because of the preparedness, and the other big part of it is because of all these great staff and volunteers that we've had. I mean, people have been out there putting themselves in risky situations for the good of the village and the residents and visitors of this, area. So thanks to everybody. That's, our city crews, our volunteers, our CERT folks, our staff, just everybody. It's been really nice to see everyone come together and get through a pretty major storm event.
Yeah.
with pretty much unscathed.
Yeah, I agree with you. We talked about being prepared yesterday. I think that our preparation and the force at which we pushed back on the storm resulted in less damage. And the preparation and the tree trimming that we've done in the past, the grid pruning downtown, we lost 33 trees, but again, that's a small fraction of the 10,000 or more trees that we have in the village.
No doubt. But more to come next week, so don't think we're totally out of it yet, but let's stay prepared and watch out for each other. All right?
Take good care.
Take good care.